from your perspective, what kind of things do you see around stigma right now? What are some of the issues that you think need to be addressed in terms of stigma, and what can clinicians and care providers do to start to combat that a little bit?
I think that a huge piece of why I do what I do, like in terms of the educating and even the book, was really to try and help eliminate the stigma by sort of giving a face to the disease process, right? I'm going, your brain is broken. That's not your fault, right? If you have a brain tumor and you act like an idiot, nobody's going to be like, oh, you're a bad person. But you have a brain disease called addiction and you act like an idiot. Everybody's got opinions about it. I think that was kind of my contribution to trying to eliminate stigma and working through stigma. And I think that as far as what's happening now, I continue to see sort of the same patterns just around different things. When I first started 15 years ago, a lot of my education and stigma reduction was around MAT and getting medication, to be more widely accepted. By people in general. And I think that we've come a long way with that, and it really is. But there's still that phenomenon of people having opinions about other people's treatments and lives that I am just baffled by. Like I as a family medicine practitioner, have never had a family member call me up and say, how long is my mother going to be on this thyroid medicine? Isn't she going to produce her own thyroid hormone at some point? Like, why does she have to be dependent on this? And can she just change her diet? And, never, no, because nobody cares. Right. But even people who work in the field of addiction, people who have histories of addiction themselves, I inevitably, no matter where I give this talk, no matter what I do, there is always the question at the end: how long do you think people should be on buprenorphine or medication assisted treatment? What is kind of a timeline that you think is appropriate for people? And I'm like, however long they need it. I mean, I don't know why you care. What difference does it make? Unless you're on and you're asking for yourself, let's have a private conversation. We can talk about what your specific situation looks like. But if you're asking for a generalization, like that's insane. That's like asking how long people are going to be on blood pressure medicine or diabetic medication. Some of them get off of it. Some of them do manage to change lifestyle and other factors and really get those disease processes under control without medicine, but others don't. So but yet nobody's asking me that. How long are people on blood pressure medicine? How long do they have to take, metformin or whatever? So I think that that's kind of an area that we need to work on.